Yes, we are live.
Okay.
We can start.
Okay, so this beautiful evening, I would like to start this session with the Omkar chanting, and then we'll pray. Patanjali Yoga Sutra will pray, and then we'll have a start to the session. So just close your eyes, join your palms. Just leave all the worries and tension, and we'll chant Omkar for 3 times. Inhale deeply. Inhale. Inhale for the last time. Now starting with the prayer. Yogena chittasya padena vacha madam sharirasya cha vaidakena yoga karotam pravaram patanjali pranjaliranatosmi. Rub your hands. Keep your hands on your eyes. Feel the warmth of your hands. Open your eyes inside your hands. Look through the darkness into the light and relax yourselves.
Namaste, one and all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Bankim Shukla, student of Swasti Yoga Center, welcoming you all to International Yoga Festival, an initiative by Dr. Vikas Chaudhary and Dr. Svetambarji Chaudhary in celebration of 75 years of India's independence. In this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, tune in every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. IST, where renowned yoga and spiritual personalities share their experience and wisdom, and also emerging young leaders of tomorrow of India and the world express their views. We have one such emerging leader of tomorrow, Mansi Muke. Mansi Muke currently is working with Pratibha International School, Chinchwad. She is associated with Swasti Yoga Center since 2019. Born and brought up in Bhopal. BCom graduate with CA Inter, and worked with multinational setup for 4 years in finance. Mansi ji soon realized that there is more to be achieved, and therefore joined Swasti Yoga Center and completed level 1 and 2 from Ministry of Ayush. She worked for de-addiction, conducted a workshop for mindfulness and meditation, and she is also NLP practitioner. Mansi ji is a winner for Paper Presentation Award by International Ayurveda Yoga Association 2019. She is going to enlighten us on the topic, Bursting Common Yoga Myths for Women. So over to you, Mansi ji. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Bankimji, for such a beautiful and wonderful introduction. So before starting, I just had a conversation with Vikas sir yesterday that either should I talk about yoga, myths in yoga only or overall. So he said that yes, it is in the air right now. That Women's Day is in the air. We are just coming up with that. So just think about what you can educate to people and everything. So as the topic is bold and beautiful, I have included every aspect possible where women find a myth or a blockage in their workplaces, in their societies, in their families, wherever it is possible. I have selected few topics which can be, of course, it's a very big topic, but I have selected everything which I feel that can create a or that needs to be changed, that needs to be brought up a change in the society. So it's a very small step and very crucial step I have attempted for. So yes, it is dedicated to all the beautiful women in the world and beautiful women around in this conversation. So yes, we'll be moving ahead. So we'll just have a key highlights what I'll be talking about, like introduction, myths in common and in all the ages about yoga, of course, and myths imposed by the society on us, and not only as from the perspective of yoga, but of course in every aspect. I have taken that. Then impact of such belief, what it has created, what kind of mental block it has brought to us, and who has contributed to these myths, belief, and which has amplified in our lives, and how to abandon these myths. Then beauty, this is the most important aspect of a woman, but we need to learn that it is an inside out process, not only the outside process. So I included some footprints of some great achievers from history, from today, and from the mid of the time and from today. Practical experience where I can share one of my friends portfolio, what she's doing and how she's learning to become empowered. And so let's unite. So these are the my key highlights. We'll be going throughout the program with these parameters. So yes, myths in common and in all ages. As you know, the introduction, I want to burst the myths that we had in yoga as well, that it is for yoga for women. But yes, what is more prominent before bursting the myths is what are the myths that are related to yoga. So first, I got across many things that flexibility is an issue. Everyone thinks that they need to be certain level of flexibility in your body, then only you can perform yoga. No, in fact, it is reverse. When you start doing yoga, you become flexible. It's a great myth, and people think that you should join the gym first and then go to yoga. No, but I would say yoga is none less than a gym. It is more way. The people who go gyms regularly, I would just invite them to one of the session of Hatha yoga, power yoga session, and I can bet with them that they can build a six-pack and much more physical and mental aspect is there. So flexibility is an issue. They think that yes, flexibility can be achieved only after doing gyms and everything, but yoga makes you flexible. You don't have to be flexible beforehand. So it is only for certain age group. Yes, people think that it is for older people, or in some areas people think that it is for school going children because they need to focus on concentration and these and that and that. But it is not that. If you have attended some of the previous sessions on Ramanand Sagar sir, and on many we have, as sir has started this from August, we have got that yoga is not only the physical aspect, it is more from opening our eyes in the morning to closing our eyes to the bed. There we can have a yoga in our daily, every bit of minute where we can include it physically, mentally. It has got a great aspect. And similarly, it is not related to one of the age or something. It can be practiced by everyone in common. So yoga comes from Hinduism, which is again a myth, it's a great myth. Everyone can do yoga, and there are other communities who are doing yoga and doing really well. You can see Western countries, they don't believe such thing. They just do it. And now they have, when they have felt the benefits of that, they are just promoting it on a larger scale. So it is all about impossible postures. When we are students of Swasti Yoga, we know that it is not only a thing of impossible postures. It is all about the mind block we have and how we can come over it. That is the true thing in yoga. So yes, this is yoga has been a global thing since last century only. So this is a concept I would like to say some more on this, that it is not only from the last century. You know, the Adi Yogi or Shiva, he was the one who introduced yoga. And after that, Saptarishis were formed, you everyone knows, and they went into the air, into the different parts of the world, East Asia, Middle East, and everywhere. And there they started doing yoga. It is that Patanjali ji has compiled everything in second century. So it's not that it is the last century when yoga became global and everything. In fact, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra was the first book which was converted into Arabic language. So you can imagine that it is not only one thing that globally from 19th century we are doing it. No, it is way back. It is just that it became more noticeable just because of the media. So yoga can be learned from the book. This is a great myth. You know, there are certain books published and a certain level of postures, level one, week two, week three, week 10, week 15, week 1000. But I bet no one can go beyond week 10. Okay. And if you attempt to go beyond week 10, you'll be injuring yourself. Your back will get hurt, your knee will get hurt, because it is needed to be done in proper guidance. You cannot do yoga by just looking into the book. If you're looking into the book and doing yoga, you may fall down. This is very the basic thing, and everything cannot be corrected over there. In the book, it is not given. So yoga can be learned from the book. This is a myth. So yoga has more physical aspect. We all know that it is all related to mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. Everything is related in yoga. So yoga cannot be done during bad medical condition or even in menses. So bad medical condition, I mean to say, if someone has a low back pain or physically, you know, diabetes, and there are always a set of asanas which can be done. And of course, beyond, it is just, is it just meditation and pranayam which needs to be done? No, there are the 8 limbs of yoga which needs to be practiced. This is yoga is just not the asana and pranayam. This is the 3rd and 4th limb which we focus, asana and pranayam, asana and pranayam. No, there are 8 limbs which can be practiced properly. And you know that diabetes is caused mainly because of the stress level. It is not about the physical or the, you know, physical problem. It is more on the um, stress levels are there, mental problem is there. So if we have a medical condition, we should look into it, judge into that, and do the yoga postures according to that. Even in menses, it is to small kids and everything, it is recommended that you should not do exercise or you should not do yoga or something. Why you are educating these things? They are the inverted postures which needs to be restricted on that time. That's it. Beyond that, it is good to do all these things. It will ease your pain and it will be more natural to you to perform yoga. And whenever you need a break, your body needs a break, you can take the break that time. So these were the myths in common and in for all the ages. So we'll be moving ahead. The myths given by the society, which we have. So, sir, please, can we have the next slide? So these are the myths imposed by the society on the women. This is the most, specific topic I'm talking about, that it is for women only, that investing in women doesn't pay off. Is it so? I really think last 2 decades, I guess, women are earning equally, and in some aspect, they're earning more than the men in the house. But they think that investing in women is not will not pay off. In fact, when you give even a simple thing to women, if you give a simple love to women, if you just express something to her, she's ready to give you everything she has. So this line is a myth that investing in women doesn't pay off. It will pay you off and it will give you more and more and more, which you cannot imagine. But you need to love unconditionally to your women. So gender inequality is not an issue. It is an issue. Even if, it's a point next also that even if women is earning, then also she has to face the gender inequality in many households, in many villages it is there, in many cities it is there, in many households it is there. Even if a person is damn educated, damn he's good in everything, but sometimes he don't know how to treat their women. So inequality is always there. Then the menstruation, it's a taboo. It is looked after as a taboo that there is a point, this is a big huge point. There is no Quran, there is no Quran, there is no Bible, there is no Veda, there is no Upanishad which taboos menstruation. But where it is developed and which century it was developed, that it is a taboo. And we educate the same to our girl child, that it is not good, that you need to be separated, you need to be this, you need to be that. This is a big taboo we are teaching to our children. And pain is first hand, it is given to them. Even if it is not there, it is given mentally, that yes, you will have pain, you have to bear it, you have to be this way, you have to be that way. No, you won't teach your boys, but to girl everything is given. Even if she experiences it, before that it is given. That why it is not educated, that it is the most beautiful thing, that you are giving a life on earth. This is the most good thing. Okay, you will have some problem, but that can be solved. So this is a great myth which needs to be cured. And for records, when Olympic records are made by women, they are maximum of the Olympic records were made in the menses periods time. So just Google it, you will get the statistics that yes, it is not a taboo and it is not even a block. Just it is in the head of the society. So inclusion of women is Western driven and sometimes culturally inappropriate. This is the old kind of people who think that women should not be included, or her opinion is not important in the society or in family matters. Her opinion does not play an important role. Just give her a chance, she will come up with the greatest idea she have. And if you will follow that, you will come to know that yes, this was the greatest thing she has done. Or there are conversation where when you talk, many beautiful ideas can emerge. It is not that only her ideas should be accepted, but yes, a combination can be achieved by the conversation. If you take her in your confidence, she can give you better ideas. Though next is feminism, means giving women her rights. So this is again an endless topic I can talk on. Feminism means giving women her equal rights. Is feminism means what I feel, and what Oxford Dictionary also has written, that it is giving and when women will start earning a good amount of money.
We have a little break to absorb the energy of the universe. So make yourself comfortable, everyone, till Mansi ji joins in.
Good.
Yeah. Blockage over here. So the meeting was disconnected, but I'm back now. So yes. So yes, I can hear everyone. Everyone can hear me. Yes. So I was on inequality ends as women's income increases, but this is not a true. One of my friend who earns a big amount of money still have a issue like after going home she has to cook for her whole family, and she's very much, she was in depression and everything, but yes, she was educated for that. I We helped her out that yes, these things can be worked out. Educate your men in your family, and even your in-laws that need to be educated. So these things were these things are really as a myth, and when given equal importance, and yes, women has to fight with all these things. Only she has to take care of all the steps, and for the steps for all these problems, then only the problem can be sorted out. So moving on to the next slide, sir. Um, yes, so what impact we have on this biggest thing is barrier. What we think is created by media, that we have to look in a certain way. We should have a certain figure, that we should look in a certain way. We should have a certain figure, and in our society and even in our families, we think that yes, women should look this way, and she should be more slim. She should be doing she should be slim for doing yoga also. But no, it is not true at all. You can be of any age, you can be of any size, you can be of any characteristic, but the only thing matters is you feel it from inside. You feel good from inside. Media has created a big impact by creating fashion magazine, fashion covers, and in that, when you see a slimmer waist, you don't see that it is a Photoshop thing. In 2011, it was, disclaimer was given to the whole world that these are the Photoshop pictures which are, flowed over through the fashion market, the industry, that these needs to be cut down. Then in Bollywood also, there are a few actresses which came up with the idea that no makeup look should be promoted. One of her interview in Suna, she admitted that this is not the way I look. This is not the way I get up. I go to the gym, I come back, I be at home, I cook sometimes, I don't cook. There are people who make me ready, who make me look like this. And when we are sitting at home, we feel that we should look this way and we should look that way. It's okay. For once in a while, if you think that you should look that way, you work on that, you take an effort to make yourself look beautiful. That is also good. That is a part of self-love. You should do it. But it should not be obsessed. It should not be compulsive that every time you need to be looking so good, so beautiful, so this and that. No, you need to be yourself, what you are. So the biggest impact has been created by media. Then what it has created a block in our minds that we cannot do, we cannot go ahead. The people, the girls who are the housewives, especially I'm talking about housewives, who are made think like she cannot do anything. Kya hai? What she has to do at home? She's just sitting at home. I bet you take her job for 3 days, you'll be stressed out and you'll say, okay, I just lay both my hands in her feet. She's doing this job of being a housewife. Okay, as Amitabh Bachchan always says that I do a natmastak if you are a housewife. So this is, yes, it is, but it has created a block in her mind that oh my God, I'm doing nothing. Oh my God, you're doing a 24/7 job. This is superb. This is more than anything else. And another impact what it has created, that you don't look a certain way. There's a quote, I will just quote it, that your figure is not a problem. Dude, your figure is not a problem. Your problem is your fitting. The clothes fitting is what, this is what your problem, and this problem has a solution. Fitting can be altered. That's it. you need to do this thing. If you are an oversized person, or if you are not fitting into one regime, just get the clothes of your fitting. That's it, you are done. And feel the confidence within your skin. This is the best thing you can do. Okay. So it has also given a low self-esteem, especially when women go through postpartum times. She has that impact, that depression in her life, that oh my god, everything is seems to be sunking and career is going down. So it's a responsibility of family to go ahead and give her protection, and whatever mental thing she needs, it can be given. When we have self-esteem or low self-esteem problems, what happens? Whatever we are feeling inside will portray it outside. We will not be fresh, and will not be happy from outside. Okay, these were the impact what we have seen, that these kind of impact we have, generally we have. So what can be done to all to curb all these impacts? It came up in these slide, how to abandon these false myths. So first thing, the graph, the graph which is moving upward towards this myth, we should bring down by talking, including family and friends, and bringing that growing graph down. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, educate your son that yes, these things has to be done. Do yoga with me, do everything with me, do come into household things with me. Then the myth will be gone, and then for future generation you will set up a ideal thing, that yes, she has done something and we have abandoned this myth. In last few years, I have seen, in last few 4 to 5 years, even decade, I must say that this inequality thing has reduced, but it has a more long way to go. Especially I must say, in rural areas it is a long way to go. Then give time to yourself. Let others say whatever they want. Give time for self love. How you will have self love is you just appreciate yourself. Whatever you are, just learn to love it. And there are more ways to have a self love. Take a pen and a paper, write down each and every positive thing you have in your life, and then you just focus on those things. And if you have anything negative written, find a positive affirmation, so that you can have a good self love. This is called self love. Just, you don't have to change yourself, but yes, for negative things you can educate yourself that these things can be gone. Now, the freckles are okay. If you don't have a flawless skin, it is okay. This is an aspect of self love. Then we can educate the young generation, not only girls but boys also, how to be appropriate in behavior. I think boys needs to be educated more, much more, because girls are, close to mother, close to family, close to everything. They are the charm of the family. But boys, after attaining a certain age, they are just, they feel disconnected with the family. First thing is they don't feel the connect of sharing, because, boys today have dangerous ideas. And once they express, even if once they express, as parents we just shout at them, hey, what are you thinking? Why are you thinking like this? You should not say these things to this and that. These are the things I have noticed. And after that, if you scold your child for thinking this way, and even if sharing this thought, he will stop sharing. So better include all of his ideas, listen to it. And then, my son, I'll give you a live example. My son, he's just 8 years of old. He has very he went to school after this COVID thing, and one girl was wearing a crop top she was wearing, and a low waist jeans she was wearing, and she was looking very pretty and beautiful. He came to me and said, Mama, that girl looks like a cat. She's wearing a red colored top, and I really liked her. But the only problem is her stomach is visible a way long. I never gave a thought to these things, that okay, he's noticing all these things for the first time, even if she was small. Then I educated him that it's okay to be like this, you wear this and that. It needs education. People, if you live in a certain condition society, especially in India, if you live here, there will be more restriction. You have to be more adaptive to their ideas, and then give solutions to them accordingly. You have to be their friend, not shout at them. So yes, this is one thing I feel, that boys should be educated more. Then research on experiments that can be introduced in your society about more regions of women. For example, celebrating Women's Day. It's a great initiative. Few years back it was started, and celebrating Women's Day really, as the month of March starts, we feel empowered that yes, Women's Day is coming, we have to do something. More of such things can be included. So we can, by for abandoning these false myths, we can do take such step, and more are there. I'm very much sure there are more steps you can do. But yes, as per the situation, you can mend all these things. So next is we have abandoned it. So please, next slide. So for the next is our process that first we have think that we have abandoned those things. Then we have to look at beauty. Now beauty, I said that it is an inside out process. First you feel within, love yourself first, give a self love to yourself, then only you can give to everyone around you. Accept yourself and radiate. Accept yourself, whatever flaws you have, whatever, in whatever condition. I when I joined Swasti Yoga, I was not that confident. I'm saying this, it is just Shweta ma'am and Vikas sir. They taught me how to be yourself. Not they have never given me one sitting, lecture in one sitting, in one go. Trust me, they have never said on this topic, we have never talked. But yes, with time, with one session at it, they are taking their sessions. They don't know what they taught me. But yes, they told that this needs to be accepted. I used to look certain way. I was obese and overly weight. Now also I'm there. But I have accepted myself. And with time, when my stress levels reduced, now I'm finding that I'm losing all my weight eventually. By on its own, it is going off. So I don't need to do anything else extra. First thing I did is self-love, which was there already for me. I am a self-loving person since beginning. That did not needs to be educated to me. But yes, acceptance was a little bit issue. But yes, with joining this family and with the people around over there, I learned that also. Then you will manifest it to the outer world. Whatever things comes your way, you will find many opportunities. You will find your ways to change yourself. You will find such friends who can make a change, and the magic happens. This is the beauty, which is this is what I feel is an inside out process. You should first love yourself. And for this, people who have a problem, self issues problem, I already told you few slides back that you should take a pen and paper. Okay, if you don't want to write the positive things you have, it is okay. You can write the things what you want next in your life or in the next month. Start writing those. When you will write those things, you will come to know, your subconscious will get active, that yes, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is also part of yoga. Daily practicing what you want, daily practice that yes, you want this, you want that. Meditate for yourself, you'll get to the place where you want to be. So this was beauty inside out process. And next I have taken some of the achievers who have really made a change in themselves, and how they change the concept of people also in a way. So first is Vilma Rudolph. She was Olympic player in 1960s back then. And I must say, she, as you can see, she's a black. So in at that time when she won Olympics, and before that, 18 years before, she first won in 18 years when she was of 18 years. And back then she was at the age of 2, she was detected with polio. And doctors have told her that she won't be able to move around and she won't be able to run and this and that. But her mother took all the, and they were from very poor family, and her mother took all the pain to, make her walk, even on stretchers. She made her walk by doing daily massages and everything. And the hospital, which was 50 miles away from their home, they used to travel once in a week over there. And And then she said, when at the age of 4, she said to her mom that I want to be an Olympic person. I want to run. When she said this, her mother took a pledge that, okay, I'll help you. And she started doing massage and everyday routine, what she followed just to make her walk. Running is a way too big dream for her. But she said, okay, I'll just do it for her. And one day when she was trying to walk on the stretches, doctors just pulled it. And she said, you have to run. But she fell down again and again, and with the therapy and with these kind of willpower, she just started walking, then running, and then she won the Olympics back to back 4 times. So this is a really great story we all can learn and bust our myths that everything is it's in our minds. If we really work upon few things, it can be worked out beautifully. So second is J.K. Rowling. Everyone is knows her name. She's really great. I really follow her, and you all know about her that she was again, she was very poor with her child, and she was on American wages, which used to be very little. She was living in a very small closet like room and very barely to eat anything. But she has one hobby, to write stories, and she wrote many stories about Harry Potter. Those stories were unknown to all of us. Nothing was there. We don't know. We didn't knew that something was written over there. 12 times she asked different kinds of directors to please produce this film. No one took even a look at her. And when the 12 directors selected that, the pages were not even in proper form, compiled. And the way we give in a file, proper format is done. Nothing. Each and every suitcase was filled with different kind of story, but she compiled it and she took the courage, even if it was imperfect. She worked on it, and later on, it was a perfection being done to that. But when she presented it to the directors, it was imperfect. Trust me, imperfection is a blessing, and ignorance is also a blessing sometimes. So this was J.K. Rowling. So one of her favorite quote is, you have to look beyond what is negative. If you go beyond and then think about life, that there are two ways you can stuck into the negative thing and you go beyond. Otherwise, you go beyond the negative and find something positive. She moved beyond that, and one day she knew that one day she'll get something good out of it, and rest is history. Now third is Poonam Shruti. She's my friend. She's not though this much famous, but why I included this is there are people in our society also, and we also know around us. She lives in Bhopal, and she was also detected with her body cannot be fully developed. Okay, and she's right now she's in the age of 19, where she's receiving a Padma Vibhushan award from the President of India. And she was just on a wheelchair like this for the whole life. She'll be there like this, but she was in a college and she took a normal college like us, where she used to come on the wheelchair and we used to hold her. She was friend. She was so warm, and she used to say that, yes, I'll grow something. I'll be growing somewhere. I know. She, after completion of her graduation, she got a job just because she was on wheelchair. On a merciful basis, she got a job, but there she faced a lot of discrimination. She was good in work, but she faced a lot of discrimination. And then she decided that I don't want any person, any poor child facing these kinds of things. So after that, she left the job. Very middle class family, very common. She left the job. Whatever she earned, she put it into a Udit Welfare Society, which was her society, and now she is helping poor and people like her, that those can be given proper amount of money. She raises the fund. She's a TED speaker. And again, when she was doing all these things, she had a brain hemorrhage last year back. 2 years back, she had a brain hemorrhage, and again doctors told that she won't survive. But just before a few days, she received this award from the president, and also one award from Akshay Kumar. Also, she won something, and Akshay Kumar was appealing to everyone that please pray for her, she will be fine. And there was a video for that, but I in a rush I could not arrange that. So my motive is that it is not that we need to be in certain kind of skin, or we need to be this and then we will do. No, with the imperfection you should start with this is what yoga teaches us. Whatever you have, you just start over, make a starting point. If you don't make a starting point, you won't get a finishing line also. We won't be able to judge also where we are. Just make a good starting point. This is what our yoga tells us. And so these were the main three of these stories which I felt that needs to be shared. So after this, there's a famous quote. I want to share it with you all. So can we have next slide? Yes. So never limit yourself with the limitations of outer world. Be yourself, respect yourself, and love yourself. Be limitless. With this, you can achieve anything you want. If you go limitless and do things as per your intuition, as per what you want, not by rushing the families and everything, and everything will be taken care of. Just you need to wish and move for yourself. So this is it for me. I made this, very short and sweet conversation. So I just want that now questions. I obviously know that there are no questions, but you can definitely add your insights. I would like to hear from all of you that yes, whatever you have, you feel about the session and everything. I just want to listen.
Namaste, Mansi ji.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you so much for this is a really enlightening, presentation. Let me start with the last, the quote, right, which you presented. Dedicate that quote to you first, because what I can sense, and I definitely am not there, but I can see that you are busting these myths not only in this presentation, but you are busting these myths in day-to-day life, and you are going out in the society and you are doing that. And that's the true spirit of a yogi. Okay.
Yes, sir,
and
definitely.
Another cash line, I'm going to remember it, that beauty is inside out. And I know we all, those who are into, yoga fraternity, we know that if you limit, the first lesson is that don't limit yourself to the gross body, right? Or just the Annamaya Kosh. If you start looking beyond that, then, you will immediately, start busting these myths.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely wonderful. Would encourage, everyone here to, any question you have for Mansi ji. Yeah, please feel free.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's really wonderful to have Mansi ji again and again, because it gives us opportunity to have a smile, do some exercise of your cheek muscles, laugh a bit, feel more relaxed. Yes. So thank you, Mansi ji, for being there for all of us. And absolutely, you are a wonderful speaker. You have, as far as your introduction is concerned, Bankim ji has mentioned, amongst all the doctors, you have received the Best Presenter Award.
Yes, sir.
So, absolutely, you're always wonderful. And the secret behind that is also what you have shared. Yeah, you love yourself.
Yeah.
Unconditionally. And that's the reason this beauty is reflected in your presentation also. Thank you very much. A big round of applause to her. In fact, there is one thing which I always wanted to share. The thing, women empowerment, I think it's the biggest myth. The energy, the universe is getting the energy from women. So how can you empower a person who is the storehouse of power?
Exactly.
It's a very wrong thing which we are copying. Maybe it's coming from some Western idea. But in India, we have the idea of Durga. Durga, even the forts are called as Durga. So one that protects, one that gives energy. The storehouse of energy itself is Shakti or women. So our salutations to all the better halves, or you can say the Durga, the Shakti, the Kali of the universe. So thank you, Mansiji.
Yes, wonderful, Mansi. It's always a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you so much,
You give
ma'am.
me a big smile. Whenever you are there with news, we automatically started laughing because we had a lot of fun in initial years whenever we have a offline session. So it's amazing to hear you always.
Yeah, definitely. And I would like to thank Manisha ji for writing this in chat box. Kirti, she's my relative, she's my bhabi. So excellent session. Thank you so much, Kirti bhabi. And Leon sir, thank you so much for the appreciation. So
want to say something?
Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Namaste Mansi ji, namaste everyone. It's very wonderful and it's like it's my ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं जैसा सोचती हूँ कोई तो है वहाँ कोई इस यहाँ पे कि it's really more important to educate your children, every children, that everyone having her life, his life. कि नहीं ऐसा होना चाहिए वो वैसी ही पहननी चाहिए या फिर वैसा ही रहना चाहिए. It's not like that. Just do like what you want to do. It's really must education right now. And thank you for this and thank you to sir and ma'am also कि having her like a speaker. कोई तो चाहिए कि ऐसा कोई speaker को motivate हो. It's really important.
Thank you, Rajeshri ji. Actually, these are the ideas. Yeah, really, I really like that you shared your insight. That कोई ऐसा होना चाहिए जो इसे follow भी करना चाहता है. इसे बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता. You should feel it from within that yes, these needs to be done. But वो करने का motivation नहीं मिलता. We don't find a motivation where to do, where to start. But yes, these small steps, you know, sir has taken this global yoga festival to the next level. And with this, you know, we can change at least small changes, also big change. Yeah, right. So it's really great to have you also on the session. Thank you so much for appreciation.
And one more thing, sir. There is a कि ऐसा कोई बोलता है ना, like एक latest वाला है, कोई Instagram पे कुछ तो बोला about something, I don't remember. मैंने वहाँ पे comment किया, but वहाँ पे comments कुछ और ही आ रहे थे. मतलब कोई अगर कुछ बोलना भी चाहिए ना, तो society वहाँ पे बोलने नहीं देती, पहले 4 ताने मारेगी.
Yeah, social media is like that only. You will get every kind of people over there.
Yes. But I think there is a word in Marathi which is called as Purun Uru. So you just have to believe in yourself, and if you feel it's the right thing that what you're doing, then you have to follow your gut feeling and you have to just go ahead, because the society has always been the way it is. I don't say it's always negative or in a bad light, but you have all shades of people everywhere in all the societies. And on this occasion of 75 years of India's independence, we use this opportunity to pay our respect and tribute to everyone from Rani Lakshmibai, who had a small baby with her and who fought against the imperialism, the occupation. The names are endless. And if you have similar kind of anything very specific, then definitely you are again everyone welcome. But some of the names that come to me is Madam Kama. We have people like even international people like Annie Besant and all these. They were foreigners, but they really stood for the cause of India. They supported the cause. So all these women, this session is a tribute to
all the beautiful women across. Yes, and thank you, sir, for giving this session to me. I didn't knew that this will come to me, but yes, it was in destiny, I guess. Yes, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow also we have a wonderful session by Suchitra Ji Parikh on topic, a novel approach to Sankhya from Vritti Coach. Frankly speaking, I have not seen a dedicated session on Sankhya in my life before. So we'll look forward to, some insight on this topic. Yeah, please do join.
Yeah, this is a very important announcement. Maybe Mansi ji is the right person. We have International Yoga Day on Tuesday, and everyone is invited. Oh, sorry, Women's Day. So much into yoga that day. Sorry, it's International Women's Day. And all are invited to our Chinchwad branch. And those who cannot come physically, we would have a Zoom online session at evening 4 o'clock Indian Standard Time. It's again, it reminds me of the COVID, pre-COVID times when we actually celebrate. Just after the celebration of International Women's Day, we had the COVID, and it's now like 2 years. So I think it's very important. We should again come back and get the life back on tracks. Yeah. So over to Bankim ji.
Okay. Yeah, thank you all. So would request Mansi ji to, end the session with prayer.
Yes, just join your palms. Close your eyes. We'll do Shanti Path. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinamadittamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms. Keep your palms on your eyes. Feel the relaxation. And you can open your eyes. Thank you so much, sir. And there was a network issue from my end. So by now you cannot see my face, but that's okay. My voice is okay. Fine.
Yes. Bye-bye. Namaste, everyone.